Check 1, 2, 3. Sound check. Let me know if you guys can hear everything all good. Let me know if the sound is good. Let me check on this feed here real quick. Huh. No sound? Should be sound coming through. Well, let me know if there's any problems with sound or anything. All right, cool. That's a good sound. Sweet. Sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. This is a client order, so it's not like a one-off piece. So we'll do this live for everybody. making the hangers for our spatula and large ladle. Well, they're both very large. I also got to make a spoon too, but not right now. I don't think my Patreon people really care when they see the live stuff, as long as they see the live stuff. So, I'm too worried about it. Plus, I can't just forget about YouTube and those folks. So, it's what we're doing here. Just doing the decorative hanger for these pieces right now. Next heat, we'll do our little scroll. Remember, you guys can rewind these live shows. So if you miss stuff, Go back and rewatch it. I need to get my client's husband back to smithing again. That way he can be doing this stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. And, you know, I love getting paid to do it. But when you have the ability, you should do it yourself. You really should. So I don't think I'm going to use the bending hardy. I think I'm just going to use the horn. So we'll get this one done, this one, and then we'll go to the next one. Cool off our tip here. We can knock it back in there without deforming a lot of stuff. We'll put some good old twists in this. These will be long handled pieces. Like I said, one will be a ladle, one will be a spatula. not really what I wanted to do. Keep that back up. We'll redo it. We roll that little tail up a little bit more. Is this the burnt coffee?
No.
Smells good. We're just trying to get center line here. That's all we're trying to do. pretty good. Not bad. I like it. Now, of course, the second one will be better. Now, the real reason I'm doing the I'm doing the tails first because I also I'm going to flatten out a portion of the handle and then kind of round it over to kind of widen it out so it's a little nicer to hang on to. Now we did that one with the horn. Let's do this one with our scrolling hardy. Oh, that's some good coffee. Yeah. See, that is what we're looking for. You know, but if you don't have a scrolling hardy, I mean, this is good. I mean, this one looks good. It really does. Definitely could be better. We'll see. still gonna have to. We'll end up doing. We'll match them both up so they're matching and all that good old stuff. We'll need to roll that one up a little bit. If I just done the scrolling one to begin with, I would just do this with the scrolling hardy. But since I used the horn, I want to match them as best as possible. And one would look decidedly better. Now I could take that other one out and redo it, but I'm not going to. Please feel if you're not a follower of Rusty Iron Forge on YouTube, please like and subscribe and share the live feeds. It's only way I get exposure anymore is through YouTube and Instagram. So I got rid of Facebook. So please share. You'll be doing me a favor. Also, if you go to rustyhammerforge.com, fire sale. We got a fire sale going on, which is basically a raffle. $5 per spot. And on the Kitchen Axe Cleaver, go check that out. Ships free within the United States. Some shipping fees will apply if it's international shipping. And we're probably going to heat this one back up that we did before and just do some straightening on it is all. Just get a little more uniform. Like I said, this second one is always going to be the better of the two. We just got to get it worked down. And I could jig all these. If I was doing a lot of them, I could jig them where everything was the same. But I should probably just build a jig. I don't do a lot of them, but I do enough of them to make it worthwhile to jig it. I mean, those are pretty identical actually, but this one is cleaner. So we just need to clean this one up just a little bit. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay, now we need to take and mark off. Well, start heating up our. We're gonna have to go to a pair of tongs for this. We're gonna heat up a good portion of the shaft up next to that tail, that hanger. Flatten it out really wide, and we're gonna round that. We're just gonna take and almost make a pipe out of it. Maybe not all the way on this one, since this one is a. It's going to be the ladle, but pretty close. We're going to get probably maybe a half. I have a hardy here that we'll play around with. This is actually an old swage hammer, a top swage. But we won't use that until we get it flattened out. Now, if you want to see a guy who does absolutely beautiful handles, you need to check out the Northwest Skillet Company, Peter Clark. He's on Instagram and Facebook, I believe. Northwest Skillet Company. His name's Peter Clark. He's out of Somerville, Oregon. That guy does some of the prettiest handle work that I've seen. They put a new handle in my hammer. gotta use the big hammer, you know. I need to find my other. I just saw it the other day. Cross straight peen. Little bitty hammer. And that might get it started, but we'll use the little guy here for right now. We'll get it started down in this. Really, what would really work would be a round punch if I had an extra set of hands. But oh, maybe that thing might not what this is used for, but that would get down in there. Yeah, this is a setting hammer, not really made. It's not made for swinging, but it will do. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Now she wants to twist on me, but that's okay. We'll get that fixed. Not a big deal. Because I can take over here and we can straighten her out just by putting a little pressure on our molded side. And we'll pinch that up in here, coming down in. It's just going to add a little bit more gripping feel to the handle. Who knows? It may completely go tits up on me and not work out. This one might end up being the spatula. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. Well, not done, but we can get a feel for it. That's not bad, actually. That feels pretty good. But I'm not so sure that it's better than it being square. So let me go find another piece of that. Let's see here. Oh, we got a few pieces out here that we could use. May have to just cut off that piece and stretch it out. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking at least. So I'm not seeing any more of that really nice small square stock. We have some other really small stuff, but that's not going to work. Looking at about 3/8. Could possibly get this redone out of this piece that we cut it, draw it out. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, you know. And we lost on that one. Just didn't do what I wanted it to do. Here, we're just cut this off and do it. We use this. So we still have this piece. We're gonna use a little bit bigger piece here. Cut off that fork that was started on it. Now this is 1/2 inch, so it's half as big. But we'll hammer it down to size. So it won't take unless I have a piece out here that's floating around with where the kids were doing stuff. Well, let's see here. You know my big square stuff. Not seeing any. I need to go get some more steel ordered. Faux show. I'm running low on stuff. I haven't ordered steel in a long time. But we'll get some more steel ordered after here this week. Need to order some anyways for class this coming weekend. Man, what a bummer. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. So what we'll do actually, we will take and work on this one, and we'll get it ready to go. So we'll do work on the ladle, and then I'll get the other one done up later on. So we're going to put our ladle piece in here. heat it up. We'll work on this guy and the ladle that corresponds with it. Should have grabbed the other anvil. It has a bigger party hole, but we'll be good. We'll be good. Yeah, sometimes you have to try stuff out. Unfortunately, I should have left it flat. I should have just left it flat, especially for a ladle piece. Um, but it is what it is. we do, we'll get this bowl started. We'll get it all up. It's going to look like a crumpled piece of paper for a while. And then we take and grind down the corners on it after we get it stretched out. That's all we're doing right now. We're stretching it out. And I went a little bit early to that. So I'm just going to really work this other ball peen, smaller ball peen, inside this little hardy hole here. Like I said, if I had my other anvil set up, it's over here. It's over there. It has like an 1.5 inch hardy. But I've done all the other ladles I've ever done have been on this guy right here. Now this one might work to help stretch that out quicker. It's going to be really hot no matter what. We just continue straightening that or stretching that until we get our bowl made. And then we'll size it with the big shot put there. Another way you could do this, you could find a piece of pipe that this shot put sits in, use it as a swage or a mold, and run that through it. Or, oh, this might actually work. Let's see. Old brake drum. Hey, let's try it out. It fits. That's outstanding. Love it. Now I'm probably going to use the leather mallet to beat that down in there. Now we'll just use this. That worked a little bit. Got it folded up at least. It might work better on the ground. Usually I just hammer these out over my hardy, but let's move camera angle here. There we go. Now let's cool off our ball here. I kind of like this way better anyways. For one, it's going to get me formed up a whole lot quicker. Let me know where I need to really, really stretch. Now, granted, yeah, using a round piece already would be much, much easier. But this works pretty good. Like I said, I don't do a lot of these, but when I do, I almost do them differently every time. Hey, that worked good. Yeah, just dropping that on there. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. Now, my buddy Justin, he has an old. Okay, we'll need to fix that, draw that out. He has the bottom of an old acetylene tank that he has, uses for his mold. I don't have one of those. But that would be outstanding. Like I said, right now it looks like a piece of wadded up paper. Yeah, it's looking good. Now I'd probably want to use a bigger piece to use the shot put in the old brake drum and hit it once, heat it up, hit it one another time, heat it up. So you just stretch it where you want it, so you're not folding it. We actually folded it a little bit. He's slowly stretching it. Now having a swage block, man, that would absolutely be outstanding. But we're getting there. It's slow. It's fun, for one. You know, you just take it nice and slow, get it to stretched out, and then we'll use the big shot put, that 16-pound shot put, as the final mold to it. Just turn my forge down a little bit. We don't need a bunch. It doesn't take a bunch of heat to get this thing going in the direction that we want it to go. This will be about, what I'm shooting for is maybe a cup and a half. I mean, if I can get to 2 cups, that'd be outstanding. But if I can get a cup and a half, then I'll be happy. I'm trying to stay away from that crimp we put in it earlier and stretch it out towards the other side more. Getting there. Looks pretty good. I really just need to make the tooling and the stuff to just do this and get more back into doing this type of work more and more and more. Been really stuck on knives lately, which is fine. I mean, that's what sells. But I'm slowly getting to more of just I make it, you buy it type of deal instead of just relying off of orders in general. I just make it, put it up on the site, and hold on to it till it sells type of deal. It's a bit warm. When it comes down at the end of the day, though, going over the hardy hole is definitely the best way to do it for what I have right now. I mean, using the ball early on, yeah, that was cool to try out, but I wasn't really going to bet on it actually working. But if you never try new ways of doing it, then you never grow and you never figure out, well, maybe there's a better way out there. You know, the way I'm doing it right now is the best way that I have to do it. Now, granted, bigger hardy hole, we'd be much farther along. I mean, I could move the other anvil over here. Why don't we just do that? Or we can test the old theroid. Oops. The thing is, this anvil doesn't have any feet on it that allow me to really lock it down. But it is bigger. With this one, the hammerhead almost fits down in the hole. And actually it does fit. So this anvil here, the Hercules, is a 100-pound anvil, and this is an Amazon special, 132-pounder, heat treated. It's outstanding anvil. It's more of a blacksmith anvil, big old wide surfaces on it. The Hercules is a farrier's anvil, 100-plus-year-old anvil though. We're trying to push it away from that crimp side. We'll start building up that one side right below the crimp and start using more of the steel away from it. Hot. We're gonna move the camera angles here. Let's see if we can get maybe a little better angle here for you guys to watch from. A little bit. I'm just going around the center right now, deepening my bowl out. Not really heavy hits. You want to stretch. You don't want to cleave. You don't want to cut. at least this angle you can see me. So this takes a good amount of time, good patience. Just don't go too fast. You know, even being careful, you still have a chance of cleaving it, a crease into it, and then it's not a ladle, it's a strainer. We're looking for a ladle, not a strainer. Building this back wall underneath that crease up, and so I can move the center line of the center of the bowl towards the other side, away from the crease. You can start to see all that work we've done. You can start to see that ladle bowl start to form. Now we'll get it to a point today to where we'll take it over to the grinder and we'll grind off all the sharp edges. But I want to get as much use out of that steel as possible before I go take it off. I'm already, you know, the corners obviously will come off, you know, level with everything else. That'll be the first thing we take off, and then we'll come back and start forging again. But for right now, I want to get this thing at least deep enough to where we can do the rest of it after grind. And so that's just going to keep on working that center around in a circle of your Hardy, or if you have a swage, or if you have a ladle freaking swage. I mean, for crying out loud, you can just buy those. I just haven't, because yeah, they make them, it's quicker, but I tend to not buy stuff unless I'm doing them all the time, buy or make tools. if I'm not doing them all the time, then there's no reason to having that tool. Like I said, if I was doing this, if I was making a run of these, then I would definitely have a swage. About 1 or 2 of these a year, not really worth spending the money on the swage. But I guess if I bought the swage, then I would have a reason to do more of these. We'll see. Maybe I'll take the money from these 2 pieces and go buy the swage. It is easier with the bigger Hardy. So having the bigger Hardy is very nice. And you can really start to see the bowl. I'll show you guys here after this heat. I mean, you can really see that bowl and where we've came from. So this is, remember, this is what we started with. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take and use our shot put here. And we'll really go over the outside of this and start, and we're going to stretch it some more. What I need to do though, I'm going to come in here. I want to take one of these corners, and we'll bend one of these corners down as a tab to hold on to. Take another corner and tab it out. Remember, we got that crease in there, so we're going to have to deal with that, work around that crease. And we might be able to get the crease out, but I'm not even going to screw with it. What I'll do is I'll put the handle probably on that side. This stuff's really cool. I really like this smithing. It's a very select market. And I mean you're doing this type of smithing is a lot of fun, but it's super niche. Super niche. Basically just planishing this backside right now. It's helping stretch it out. It's taking out a lot of the marks. We got new neighbors. Really nice family. Went and gave him a housewarming gift last night of one of my chef knives. Whew, burnt the hair on my arms. So this ladle's really big right now. We need to make it deeper. So here pretty soon, we're going to go take the ball off and go into the hardy hole again, right around the center, and just keep on going. After this heat, we'll do that. I'm going to come across this one more time. Use as much of the non-corner metal as possible. That'll help stretch this steel. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. See ya. Pretty cool. I could probably, well, no, this doesn't. We have to go back to the other anvil to use the ball. We won't use that. We'll just take it nice and slow. Stretch this out. You can see how we've stretched that metal piece. We've domed it out pretty good. We're just going to continue working over the hardy hole. Once again, we got a fire sale going on at rustyhammerforge.com. Click fire sale, click the button, go buy your spots, max 5 spots. As soon as it's full, we'll run it through the wheel of names and pick the winner. There's also a few items on the store, the online store. You know, not very many right now, but we'll get there. We'll get it all filled up, and we'll get knickknacks and all kinds of stuff. The hammer's warm. Hammer was a little more than warm. Not quite, not there yet. Still got a ways to go on this. I mean, ideally, large ladle is like so you can fill a bowl with one ladle. Ideally. I'm coming out of the hardy and onto the flat top, and I'm just kind of trying to roll up the edges of it so I can start to form a deeper bowl. Kind of take out the tabs that I had made. The corner pieces and roll them up. I can start to use that steel. I think I'm going to do a different design on the handle in there. I'm going to split it and have it go on either side and be a little bit stronger bond than just pinning through one side and having the structure on the back. So I'm going to go through both sides, I think. That'll make more sense next time we get together. All right, I'm just going to get this one kind of shored up. We'll cool it off. Go to the grinder here real quick. Grind off the corners. You guys can get a look at this before the next step. All right, we'll just turn the camera around here. You won't be able to see much. You take and move it, I guess. Shoot. Go ahead and clean that off. I don't have any water up here, but that's okay. Okay, so there is our ladle blank. We're not done forging yet. We still have a lot of stuff to do. But for right now, it's good to go. So I'm going to stick it in for one more heat, for a live heat. Just to straighten everything out. Give it one more heat over the hardy, and then we'll be doing other stuff here. I'm not going to do it live. I'll finish it live, but you guys get the gist of it. Does not take long to heat up at all. We'll have another grind on it, and we'll get it all shaped out. But essentially, there's some other stuff that you do to these, but it's not pertinent to show how to do it. Basically, what you guys watched, or what you will watch, is all you really need to do is just pin it at this point. I mean, that would be a very nice working ladle. It really would. Now I will end up going right over that crease with our handle, and that will be a perfect spot to attach it. But just some more minor tweaks, and we're good to go. So once again, guys, I appreciate everybody showing up. That showed up. Appreciate those that'll watch later. And it is a long live show, but it is worth it. So as always, stay safe out there. Be well, and forge on.